on a desert island. These are the only materials you get. You get a big sign, a medium sign, a small sign, a pair of scissors, and a roll of tape.
We were invited here to this event hosted by McCarthy. We have to build a boat to go across the waters. The materials that we're given is one large piece of cardboard. It's kind of like plastic cardboard, so it floats better and it's waterproof. And then another one medium size and then one small sized one. And we also have 10 yards of duct tape, so 30 feet.
We've never done anything like this before, and I'm here with my level 4 class. So our entire level 4 engineering class is here, and we're gonna build boats. And then we have, I think, a little less than 2 hours to build what we can.
A while back, there was a bond campaign called Yes, Yes, Your Schools. When we were helping out with that campaign, a lot of signs came back, and to celebrate the win, because it funded the high schools projects like COFA and Vista and the district office and Somerton, we got all these signs back, and it was a great opportunity to use them as materials and celebrate the win of the funding of the new schools and projects around it. So we created a plane competition, and that kind of grew into a yearly competition, which was a kinetic car the next year, and then now it's the boat competition. And the boat competition is unique in that they're building on the fly.
Our strategy, well, first, before we got here, was to think of the best shapes for boats, and then who we could get on the boat that was really light. So we got one of our peers to come, and she's very light, so hopefully we can make it across.
Our team strategy is trying to make a boat that cuts into the water, so it could smoothly, basically.
So we were given 3 pieces of boards, and we're using the big one to be the base, but we cut half of the second biggest one to kind of add a layer, and then we're gonna fold it up kind of into like a canoe, and then we're gonna use the smallest one to make the paddles.
Our main strategy was just going slow, not rushing at all, just taking our time, not paying attention to anybody else, just worried about what we're doing. And we were met with a few setbacks, we ran out of tape at one point, but that didn't really stop us.
I think there's a lot of optimism watching these students really kind of solve the solutions. It's not about getting a boat that floats. It's about sinking a couple times to get a boat that floats, and they're super ambitious to get to get their boat to float, to get it fast enough to beat the others, and just to overcome all the challenges I've given them.
We got first place for getting it on the water and across successfully. For our next round modifications we made, we're adding handles so that way it stays closer together once we go, instead of having to worry about balancing the most part.
In science research, we go through a lot of science experiments, and those experiments, sometimes you fail, sometimes you get things right. I was also in engineering, so I'm hoping that can help me as well. We also built some boats in there.
We've done similar projects, we've had to do tinier versions, so we do have a little bit of experience with building, and just when we went over the physics of it, that kind of helps give us a background of knowing what to do.
Mr. Farr, he always says that triangles are the strongest shape. That was the first thing we thought of when we were doing this, so that really inspired the canoe aspect of it.
It brings everyone together. You can see different designs. There's not a single boat the same here. A lot of fun to bring the students together and really think outside the box and get a boat to float across the water.